Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek and sitting down with Mark Andre and Jim Godin, and you guys have brought us a prototype, a sneak preview of something to come.
Yes, we brought a prototype from the new publisher One for All that Mark represents here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna be translating for Mark, yes, he speaks mainly French. Donc Marc, si tu veux détailler un petit peu le concept.
Le concept, c'est que j'ai créé un système de jeu qui s'appelle Running Quest.
So yeah, I created a game system called Running Quest.
Alors, c'est un jeu d'aventure coopératif narratif.
And it's cooperative, narrative, adventure game.
Et j'ai présenté juste quelques cartes d'un projet précédent pour présenter le jeu.
Okay, so and what you can see here on the table are a few cards which are sneak peeks to a previous project set with the same game system.
Okay.
Because the game system Running Quest can be a base for bigger, wider adventures. Voilà, j'ai traduit la même chose que c'était le système de jeu, etc.
Okay.
So the Running Quest will be like how to say, an umbrella game system that could be used for different kind of settings and different kinds of adventures that will be released on Kickstarter later in the year.
Can you give us an example, how might we interact with this card?
Okay. Donc un exemple, comment est-ce qu'on peut interagir avec ces cartes dans le système de jeu Running Quest.
Alors, chaque joueur va interpréter un personnage et un seul personnage, et il va évoluer dans un lieu construit, représenté donc par ces cartes. Et ce n'est pas un puzzle.
Okay. So each player will be playing one character that will have to evolve in these places, like that they are defined by the cards. Mark said that it's not a puzzle, meaning that the cards won't have to be set in specific fashion one next to each other, but they will show the different places the characters can move in the adventure. Voilà, donc on peut déplacer les. Si tu veux continuer.
Oui, par exemple, donc ceci indique que pour un déplacement de 2, et on joue avec des cartes pour pouvoir réaliser les actions, le héros se dirigera dans une salle qui s'appelle numéro 9, alors que ça, c'est le numéro 5.
Okay, so the way it works is that each character will have a hand of cards with the actions they can do, movement, combat, and some bonuses for those actions, and they will spend action points to go from one place to another. So everybody has the play at the same time, has his hand of actions, and then we'll decide to spend. I'm spending 4 and I'm going to number 17. And then you look at the deck for a card that has the number 17, like in this one. Then you show the new card, you put your character on the new card that appears, and then you have sometimes some effects that you have to resolve when the card appears. Voilà, donc là je vais faire un détail un petit peu.
D'accord. On peut dire aussi que l'interaction avec les cartes, c'est que, par exemple, sur cette carte, on nous propose une action spécifique de retourner, et donc si on réussit l'action, on va retourner la carte, on voit que le point de vie, on a réussi à le baisser. Ok, je te laisse faire.
Yes, so in this adventure game, you have different kind of actions you can do. It's not always like moving or fighting. You can also spend some action points to try to have some interaction with the environment. Like for instance here on that card, if you spend 10, you flip the card over, and then what's the name for that? The portcullis?
Yeah, the drawbridge.
The drawbridge opens, and then meaning you can enter easier. But at the same point, you have new events like the monsters showing on the board.
Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Et du coup, la difficulté qu'on avait pour passer ce passage, qui était très élevé, est devenue beaucoup plus facile pour tous les autres personnages qui étaient restés sur le lieu.
Yeah, and so the difficulty to go from one place, which was 11, went down to 2 for all the characters on the board. So you can get some teamwork working on it there. Exactly.
And you mentioned this is fully cooperative, semi-cooperative?
So it's fully cooperative system. Yeah. Because the goal of this game system is to tell stories, which will be divided in tomes, in scenarios, and each board game will be a tome on itself. Donc ça c'est un tome. Un tome c'est un jeu.
Un tome c'est un jeu, et ça va être comme une histoire, c'est une saga. Donc en fait, on va faire le premier tome qui va être décomposé en fait en 3 chapitres, comme un roman.
Okay. So yeah, so each board game will be a tome of a saga, and in that tome it will be divided in 3 chapters, like a book. So you will do the first chapter, which is basically a gaming session. À peu près combien de temps la session de jeu?
À 1h30 maximum.
So 1 hour and a half for a chapter, and then you will go into the second, third chapter, and then you will be done with the first tome, and then can go to the other tome, and keep going with all the perks you earned in the previous adventures.
Yeah. Do you have an idea of when you're going to have something ready for publication that people could try this out?
Ouais, pour que les gens puissent essayer le jeu, une timeline pour la publication, on était sur la fin de l'année.
Ouais, on va dire ça.
Yeah, we're saying like we're hoping for end of the year Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah.
So people can start to see the game. Although the difficulty is like, because it's a narrative game, we don't want to spoil the
Right.
story. So we're trying to find some tricks to avoid doing that, like having a pre-made scenario which might be linked but not in the box, so people can experience that on conventions and stuff like that.
And
So-
is the idea that you're going to release in more than one language at the same time as well?
Yes. The idea is that what we hope for is to release in several languages. On va le faire en plusieurs langages. Enfin, chaque bouquin sera monolingue, mais
Ouais.
on va faire au moins une française et une anglaise.
Et allemand.
Allemand. Okay. Yes. So every edition will be, every game will be like monolingual, but you'll have English, French, and German at least. Yeah.
Which, I mean, given that that's a ton of work just
Yes.
to have 3 language editions
Yeah,
every time.
exactly. That's why we're going for a Kickstarter for that, because there won't be a lot of minis in that game. It might be like a few miniatures for the heroes, but then the difficulty of the thing is that we have combien de cartes à produire?
Un millier à peu près.
Combien?
Un millier.
Yeah, roughly 1,000 cards.
Wow.
So including like unique artworks.
Mais pas ça, hein.
Oui,
Pas 1000 cartes comme ça.
oui. Yes, like 1,000 cards, not all big like that. We have smaller cards, but it's a lot of illustrations and graphic
yeah.
layout and stuff like that. So we couldn't do that with a classic publishing way. We need the help of the backers to be able to produce something like truly life size.
Well, we were talking about that people will be able to find at least some example pictures on a BGG entry. What name are they searching for? Are they searching for the name of the system? Are they searching for the first tomb that it's going to be published?
Sur BGG, le titre, ça sera Running Quest 2. Soul Riders. Ce sera juste Soul
Oui.
Riders. Qu'est-ce qu'ils chercheront, s'ils veulent chercher dans la base de données?
Je suis pas le seul à décider.
Oui.
Mais je pense que ça sera Running Quest Soul Rider.
Okay, so what we think at the moment, we're gonna make up our mind soon about that, is that there will be, it will be running quests, what's the dot? Soul Raiders.
Okay, so
Because Soul Raiders will be the name of the first saga that Mark
and
will
then
be
running quest will be the
No.
thread across.
Yeah, exactly. And then you could have running quest something else
Something
for
else.
another type of adventure. But like for this kind of epic, high fantasy, not dungeon crawling, but like kind of choose your own adventure thing, it would be like Soul Raiders.
Okay. Well, Mark and Jim, I really appreciate you taking the time and giving us a sneak peek of what Running Quest is going to look like and a little bit what it's going to feel like. And if you guys want to check that out, it's going to be having some information coming up on BGG, or I'm sure you guys can Google it if you want to find that out. And so that is Running Quest. Thank you again.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.